Another 83 plus times 10. No way! It's blue! It's blue! Oh no! What? Wait a minute. That's Allison. I have no... Oh, hold on. Who is it? Please don't be Burger. Okay! We'll take it! Grimaldo! Get in the club! Team of the year! We are off the mark, baby! Do you need coins in FC25 Ultimate Team? Then go to u7buy.com. It is the quickest, most reliable, and the safest platform on the internet. Big creators use it. It has the best reviews. And if you use my code NITRO, you're going to get an extra 8% at checkout. You can even get specific players you want to add to your Ultimate Team straight from u7buy. And if it's your first time, you'll get a newcomer's bonus added to what you get. Link down below. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Nitro Gaming. We are off the mark for packing Team of the Years, as you saw by the intro, which means that we saved over 11 million coins worth of packs in FC24, and we got a goalkeeper. But this year, I didn't really save any packs, and we ended up getting an even better Team of the Year out of an 83 plus times 10, which of course refreshes every day. You can do it 3 times. So that's what I got my Team of the Year out of. But if you've packed a Team of the Year, even if it is Burger, let me know down in the comments below which Team of the Year you have packed and what kind of pack gave you that Team of the Year card, because I'm sure there's some people that are watching this video who haven't gotten a Team of the Year yet, who want to figure out what packs they should open. Let them know down below. But we are seeing more supply this year than we've ever seen before for Team of the Year cards. It is easier to pack them, which is a big reason why I probably got Grimaldo, because they're just easier to pack this year than they have been before, and that shows in the prices. Now, I've been talking about when to buy these cards and when I think is a good time to pick them up, and overall, it wasn't too bad of a prediction. We got in on the attackers at a good time, and even the midfielders as well, especially Rodri and Bellingham. And we even got Salah at less than 4.9 million coins. And even if I were to sell right now, he's more than what we bought him for. Maybe after tax, we're still not in the clear, but it's not bad. But for the defenders, specifically the defenders, these cards just keep going down. And right now we have to worry about FUT Champs supply hitting us as well over the course of the weekend. Now, we anticipated that these defenders would hit their low point after the division rival rewards. But if we take a look at Renard, who I think is probably the most surprising out of all of them at how cheap she is, take a look at this drop that we saw from her. She went from 3.6 to 3.8 million coins, and we were like, do not buy, whatever you do not buy. But then she got down to 2.8 million, and she actually was as low as about 2.5 to 2.6 million coins right there. And it seemed like a good buy, but we still had a big release coming, which everybody was opening their packs for the full release of Team of the Year. And at this point, I was like, it's probably time to pull the trigger. We should buy these cards. 2.4, 2.5 million coins even looks pretty good, but it just didn't end up being the case, and these defenders continue to drop in price. Now, if we bought early, which I did on this Wendy Renard, I bought early. This is the one card I'm losing coins on right now. If you bought early, do we panic sell or do we hold these cards? And I think the answer is going to be that we hold. I do believe still, I have a gut feeling that throughout this next week, we're going to see a rise in price, but we're already not seeing the graph that we saw last year, because this year, right with the release of the full team, when this card dropped from 2.8 million, 2.9 million coins down to 2.4, we recognized that the store had better odds to pack a Team of the Year than the year before. And so you saw last year the odds went down, this year the odds went up. And a lot of people are saying it's because we're going and seeing Electronic Arts, their stock is down a crazy amount. So negative 16% on January 23rd was a massive drop for this quarter. Now, I don't follow stocks like I follow the transfer market, but when a massive company like Electronic Arts drops that much in a single day, that's not good for their investors. I'll tell you that much. And so what EA Sports seem to be doing is they understand that their stocks are tanking. And if we know anything about the FIFA market, it'll rebound a little bit, but they want to please their investors. And so they're dropping good things like a good patch that makes gameplay better, at least to most of the community. A free Zinedine Zidane to keep people active in the game and keep people's team up with the power curve. Free FC points, which they actually dropped onto many people's accounts seemingly randomly. Let me know if you got any FC points. They gave out like 500 to some people, 1,050 to some people. They gave out 1,600 to some people if you were lucky. And so free FC points, and they're also boosting the pack weight for Team of the Years, as you can see right here. EA stocks go down, and Team of the Years all of a sudden become very, very packable. It seems like they're actually finally giving a crap about the community. Now, if you do watch this video to the end of to the very end, you'll see I have maybe a different argument to that. But nonetheless, overall, EA are fighting for their life right now in terms of their stock. And so that's why I think we're actually seeing a lot more Team of the Years on the market than we have in the past couple of years. So with that being said, what do we have with these Team of the Years? When will these cards start rising? Well, last week when we saw the midfielders in packs like Rodri, this card was supplied so much on the first couple days because that card dropped on a Sunday. And that's when everybody starts to open their weekend league rewards for the most part. If you were playing over the weekend, you're probably not going to play all your games on the first day. Some people do, of course, but most people, a majority of the community, the casuals, are going to finish on Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. And that's when those packs got opened for champions. And so the market was pretty low for these cards until Tuesday. Now, of course, those packs stopped coming in, and the defenders went in packs, and that's when these cards started to go up in price. I think the same thing's going to happen this week. I think once we hit Tuesday and start going into late Tuesday, we're going to see the overall Team of the Year market and the Team of the Year honorable mentions market start to rise. So if you're looking to buy a Team of the Year honorable mention, I'm expecting Sunday or Monday, maybe Tuesday morning, to be somewhat of your buy time for these honorable mention cards. If you're looking for an Erling Haaland, a Lionel Messi, or even some of the lower budget cards like Nico Williams, I don't know if that counts as low budget. In terms of Team of the Year, 300K is low budget. You know, fair enough. I mean, Gwyn, I guess, is super low budget, but then you got to argue, it's like, how usable actually is that card long term? Honestly, it's not too bad. She has Jockey as the playstyle plus, 90 pace, okay stats all around. That's not a spectacular card, but actually at that price, I don't even hate it. I genuinely think that could be a good low budget investment depending on what the price is towards the end of the weekend. But that's my take on the honorable mentions and the Team of the Year market. But that's not the only thing that's hitting the game this week, because we've also got ourselves a Pedri SBC or objective. We, of course, have the Victor Gyökeres SBC/objective, which still hasn't come out into the game yet. We're not exactly sure when that's going to come out, but I would assume probably today or tomorrow for that Gyökeres. Pedri is also going to be coming into the game, and I think that's going to have an impact on the links to Barcelona. So when we look at the Team of the Year for the women's, you've got a couple of Barcelona players like Irene Paredes, who would get a very good link to Pedri. And then you, of course, have Aitana Bonmati and Alexia Putellas. I think that they might actually get hurt by the Pedri if it's a very good value SBC, because considering they are the exact same nation and club, not the same league, but nation and club, and the same position, it's not good, because then somebody who has Aitana Bonmati might sell that card and replace it with Pedri, whereas Irene Paredes would not be replaced by Pedri. She would complement link to Pedri. So people would buy Paredes to link to their Pedri. So that's one shout as an investment for Team of the Year, and it's definitely one of the more affordable cards when it comes to Team of the Year. It's only 800K. It's usable. She is only 5'10". That is the downside to it. If you're using her at center back, which you would be, I don't think you would use this at center defensive mid with 80 passing, 80 dribbling, and 57 shooting. Probably not. It's definitely a center back card, but it's a Team of the Year with 3 playstyles. She does have aerial plus, which kind of makes up for the fact that she is 5'10". Might not be as good as the Wendy Renard, because she has aerial plus, but she's also 6'2". But that link in general could be very, very nice to that Pedri SBC. But it might also come out that that SBC isn't good value. Yesterday, we saw Phil Foden join the game, and not really good value. 1.4 million coins for this card. I just don't know if I can justify 1.4 million coins for this. It's not bad. It's definitely a good card. But 1.4 million, at that point, you might as well just go out and do Bale. You know, you might as well just do the Bale SBC instead and spend a little extra fodder on that. But that's going to come into the game, and then we're also going to get Harry Kane. So, I mean, that Gwyn and that Musiala Team of the Year honorable mention. You do have a couple of Bayern players in the honorable mentions. That Gwyn just came back up already. You have, of course, Wirtz, who would link a little bit, not a lot, because, you know, he is German and not on the same team, but same club. But Musiala would get a good link because he's Bayern Munich. Gwyn is Bayern Munich right there. So a couple of options for Bayern investments. And that's if we get Harry Kane a little bit later into the weekend. That would be perfect. If Harry Kane came out on like a Monday or a Tuesday, that would give us time to get in on these honorable mentions as investments towards the end of the weekend, and then hope that they rise throughout the week, not only because of the lack of supply as the week goes on. Think about it. We have Weekend League, and of course that supply is hitting, but everybody who has saved their packs has opened their packs by now or will have opened them by Sunday. The only thing left for them to drop is the Team of the Year icons all into packs at the same time. Right now, only a few of them are in packs at the same time. They do still need to finish the drop for the Team of the Year icons, which should be on Sunday, but overall, most people have opened their save packs. If they had FC points, which I suggest heavily against, they probably opened their FC points by now, which means that the supply has hit its peak. And maybe the demand isn't going to rise, but the demand isn't going to change. These cards are still going to be in demand. They're the only cards in the game that have 3 playstyles. So as this week continues, we have 0 supply coming on Tuesday and Wednesday. None. There's no supply on Tuesday and Wednesday. It's only going to see a rise on those days. But what happens until then could be a bit more volatile. Now, there's another evolution now we have to talk about today, and that is going to be the base icon upgrade Evo. Now, when would this drop? I think it has to be Sunday, right? Because the icons are dropping on Sunday. That would make sense for them to make it icon-themed content as well. At least in my head, that makes sense. I think it's going to come on Sunday, which means that these icons that could potentially fit into those into that upgrade, we'll go ahead and look at, what was it? Zola? Was that who I was looking at? Gianfranco Zola. He's 93,000 coins right now, but please beware because this card was a lot cheaper. 75K before this leak came out. But take a look at how high he spiked in the hype. 112K. Came back down after content because he didn't come out on Thursday. Then he spiked up throughout the day. And then he didn't come out after content. No evolution. He's starting to rise again. It's going to happen today. And if this base icon evolution does not drop on Saturday, it might. But if it doesn't drop on Saturday, fellas, these cards, like Zola and plenty of other base icons, this is just one example, plenty of other base icons are going to follow that same trend. They're going to rise and then they're going to drop back down. That's when you buy that card. Buy that card after content today on Saturday. That would be the time to buy, assuming it doesn't come out today, which again, there is a possibility. I just think it makes more sense that it comes out on Sunday. Now, we actually have our first information on potentially what is going to be our next promo. Now, we normally, after Team of the Year, at least for the last couple of years, have had FUT Future Stars. Future Stars is a promo that comes out and it's about the young players who could potentially end up being the next generation's greats. And that's normally the promo we get, but we have a leak for Grassroot Greats, which is a concept of iconic FIFA cards over the years, which quite frankly is awesome. maybe one of the best ideas for a promo they've ever had. If they're able to pull this off and if it's actually going to actually happen, because we don't know the date that this is coming out, but we already saw cards like Doumbia, Ibarbo, and Gervinho. We already talked about this. This was a video we uploaded over a week ago about how these cards were added into the game. They're in the database now. We don't know exactly when they're going to drop, but we have a Gervinho, Doumbia, and a Barbo in the database. They all got added at the same time, and it would make a lot of sense for those cards to be in that kind of promo. And since we already have the name Grassroots greats in the database, it's got to come in the next couple of weeks if it's not coming this upcoming Friday. But that is an incredible idea for a promo. Let me know some cards that you might want to see in Grassroots greats. I think we have to have like Wallyson from back in the FIFA 12-13 days. Who else would be there? Of course, Ibarbo was iconic in both FIFA 14 and 15. El Shaarawy would be incredible. Maybe Chikawi. Do you remember his inform from FIFA 15? Maybe Ben Yedder from FIFA 16. I don't know. There's so many. Ben Arfa from FIFA 16. Ben Yedder was like iconic in 19 and 20 and 21. But there's so many different cards that come to mind that could be in this promo. I am so bought in to that. I would love to see a Grassroots Greats come as a promo. But we do have one other thing to talk about in today's video, and it's not as upbeat. Fellas, here we go again. If you've been following my YouTube channel, Nitro Gaming, for over a month, you'll know that I got hacked about a month ago. The hacker stole everything. My account got disabled, and getting everything back in order, even getting the account back, it took like a month. And then just working with EA Help to try to get things sorted is impossible. And so whenever I felt like we were finally on the right track again, and the last couple weeks has been spectacular, I packed Grimaldo. I'm almost at 10 million coins traded to this year, which is always a huge milestone. It's a great time dropping the how to trade to 10 million coins YouTube video every year. I love it. But instead, maybe we won't get to drop that video until at least a little later in the year, because I'm getting hacked again, or at least somebody has tried to hack my account. EA Sports have said that they regularly monitor the account and they noticed suspicious login attempts. So they have disabled it again. My account, I cannot log into. I am going to try to get this back. I hope to God that when I do get it back, the hacker hasn't actually made it into the account and stolen everything again. I've tried keeping my gamer tag completely private from YouTube videos and my email address, of course, so that nobody can even try to get into the account like this. But it doesn't seem to be working. And I have, extra steps of authentication. I have an app authenticator. I have my email and my phone and two-step and everything I can do. And it's still happening. And I'll be honest with you guys. If this doesn't get sorted the way it should, if I do not get access to my account back, I'm going to crash out. I'm going to enter my villain arc. It's not going to be happy-go-lucky Nitro Gaming for a little bit, because I am going to lose my absolute mind if I have grinded my butt off again to try to get the best Ultimate Team, and I lose it. Look at the squad that I had earlier today. I sent it to my group chat with my friends. This is the team that we're currently rocking with. I know it's got a lone Thierry Henry up top. I'm working on that. I've got the fodder to get a new card out of SBCs. Either way, I'd be losing my packed Team of the Year Grimaldo, my completely evolved Zidane, my packed David Beckham, of course, Jude Bellingham, which was free. You've got Salah over there on the right. He's not cheap. You've got Wendy Renard at center back. Not cheap. Team of the Year Bronze, a little cheaper, not cheap, million coins. And then Emi Martinez, along with the John Stones, Evode, Ferland, Mendy. I'm going to be upset if we don't get this back, because I don't want to start over again. I really don't. But that's an update for you guys watching. If you made it to the end of the video, my secret comment word of the day is pain. It's just pain. Type pain in the comments and I will heart your comment. That's it for today's video. It's an earlier upload, and expect earlier uploads for a little while. I'm going to try this out. Normally we upload at 8 a.m. Eastern. We're going to try 3 a.m. Eastern, so it's 5 hours earlier than normal. I don't know if you guys are going to like that or not, but we'll see. But that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching.